Hello, traders, and welcome to the market opening preview, May 31st, 2016, on a Tuesday. As basically, it is really, in trading world, a Monday, as yesterday was a holiday in Europe and also in the United States. Traders, great to be with you. Coming to you live from Pattaya, Thailand. Cloudy skies and no rain. 2 days, cloudy skies and no rain. We really need the rain. Anyhow, this is brought to you through FXCL. FXCL Excellence in Trading. Trading's great. Like I said, great to be with you, and it's really a pleasure to be with you on a Tuesday as we are in our NFP week, Non-Farm Payrolls week. Comes out on Friday, and the markets, well, we'll see what happens, but they look pretty sluggish to me as I looked at the charts today. So let me introduce myself to you. My name is William Gilday, and I am your moderator for the Market Opening Preview Series every single trading day before the London Open. Traders, I do record this during the Asia session as it's currently 8:01 a.m. in Thailand, and it would be 21:01 hours on Wall Street. Traders, I started trading in the year of 2006, and in 2008 I retired from a wonderful 27-year career as a firefighter paramedic in the great state of Florida. Traders, 9 days after I retired, I came to Thailand for a 3-month holiday to rejoice and celebrate my career as a firefighter paramedic. And well, traders, I'm in my 9th year, and I'm still here in Asia and absolutely loving it. Traders, the biggest advantage is the time zone. I can trade basically all 3 trading sessions, Asia, London, and New York. However, New York's only about 2.5 hours, and I do trade a different instrument. I trade options in the New York session. Traders, so what I do is I listen to fundamentals, and I take very close attention, and I'm very aware of what is going on in fundamentals. It's so important today that you understand what data is coming out, and not only what data is coming out, but what the data means, and how is that going to affect your trade. So it's very important. However, I'm a technician. I love analyzing charts, candlestick patterns, support, resistance, price action. All that stuff comes into play because candlesticks tell you a story, price action tells you a story, and price levels tell you a story of what happened in the past and where price could react in your trade. So it's very important. So I take 2 of these and I put them together and I come up with a trade plan. And the trade plan goes into effect. I put the trade plan on, and the trade either works or it doesn't. If price doesn't come back to me, because I'm a pullback trader, in other words, I want the currency pair to make the move, I want it to pull back, and that's where I enter, and then I get in. Whether it's an intraday trade or it's a monthly trade, doesn't make a difference. I'm still trading the same style. I still trade the same way. So whether I'm in a position trade or I'm in a swing trade for the day or I'm scalping, it doesn't make a difference. I'm still waiting for the pullback, right? I want price to come to me. All right, that's enough about me. Let's get the legal stuff out of the way. This is our risk disclaimer. Forex trading has a large potential rewards, but also a large potential risk. You must be aware of the risk and be willing to accept them in order to invest in the Forex markets. You would think I would know this by now after all these years. Traders, please do not trade with money you cannot afford to lose. Remember, every time you click that button on a live account, you are taking risk, right? So we want to minimize the amount of risk, and hopefully these videos help you do that with our trade plan. And don't trade my trade plans, folks. Trade your own trade plan. But if your trade plan and my trade plan are the same, we're doing great. Traders, always remember that past performance of any trading system or methodology is not necessarily indicative of future results. Let's talk about some news and commentary. What happened in the markets? Well, as I said yesterday, the U.S. market was closed, so there's no reason to go over that. And the bulk of Germany was closed also, but I will give you the DAX was positive 0.46%. The FTSE out of 100 out of London was positive 0.08%, and the CAC 40 out of Paris was positive 0.32%. And let's head over to Asia, where some of the markets are still closed. However, the Nikkei 225 is currently open. It's negative 0.04%. The S&P ASX 200 out of Australia is negative 0.71%. And the China A50 closed yesterday positive 0.83%. And the Hang Seng, which opens in about 30 minutes, closed yesterday's positive 0.26%, with the Kospi that is currently trading and is currently positive 0.09%. So let's take a look at our economic calendar today. Not a lot going on? We've got some minimal data, building approvals out of the Aussie and private sector credit, but nothing that's going to jolt us today. It's not going to. It's not going to make a big impact. However, in London session, we have German unemployment change comes out today. The other big data today is going to be in the U.S. session. Oh, sorry. Also in the euro, we have CPI today, year on year. So that'll keep London jumping a little bit. In London session, we hopefully will get some nice trades in on that data coming out. However, in the U.S. session, wow. Oh, yes, we do. We have the Canadian has GDP month on month for the month of March comes out today, 1 hour before the U.S. stock market opens today in the U.S. session. And folks, that wraps it up. So we only have, we do have CB Consumer Confidence. That's a new thing they put on this year is CB Consumer Confidence, and that comes out at 10 a.m. in Wall Street, and it's 2100 hours in Thailand. So we have some data, but I don't think the data is going to be that big of an impact, to be honest with you. So we'll just keep an eye on it and just watch it. Know it's there, and if you take any trades today, just be aware that it's there. We should be in full force today. There's nobody on a holiday today, so we're looking for hopefully to get some really nice, good, energizing price action today. All right, let's get to the charts. Wow, I'm almost 6.5 minutes into this already. This is euro dollar. This euro dollar came down yesterday. However, also now is sideways, and it's been sideways for quite a while. So, sorry, traders. So we're approaching the R1, and we'd like to enter this at 1.1161. We'll get out at 1100, or we could say maybe 1295, something like that. We can get out, but looking good, and we want to take this trade to the downside. We are bearish in the euro dollar, as we've been for a very, very long time. So we're just waiting for our entry here, and hopefully by London Open. I wouldn't do anything before London Open on this euro dollar trade. So we're just waiting for London Open, and we'll see what happens from there. Traders, let's take a look at the pound dollar. Pound dollar, not sure why this has this big blue candle. I don't see anything in news or anything like that causes, but somebody might have made a statement or something, and we have this. So it's a great opportunity for us. Of course, we're bearish in the pound dollar, so we'd love to get in this at 46.60, and we'll get out at 49.50, 45.90. We'll get out of this trade. This is really a great spot to get in because if you take a look at where the daily pivot point is, we got sort of a mess there, don't we? We got all three exponential moving averages all tangled up there. We got a 55, a 200, and a 10. So, I wouldn't even mind if this went up to the R2 reversal pivot point by London, and we can take this to the downside. So I'm looking to sell this trade. I want to sell the pound dollar, okay? Let's take a look at the Aussie dollar. Aussie dollar hasn't done much. It's pretty much sideways. Creeped up a little bit yesterday. However, we're at a great spot now. We're at this mark of 7,200, which is a psychological area, and there's a lot of trades pending here, and a lot of orders put in here at 7,200. So we're gonna wait. Yes, I know that's surprising for me because this is Asia, but we're gonna wait, and we want to see maybe 2 candles from now. So it's about an hour from now. We'll see what we get, and if we get a bearish candle formation, we might want to sell this, right? We do want to sell this. Just need to see if it's going to break this 200 exponential moving average. However, 7,200 is a very powerful price level. And we'll take it back down to 71.51, which is a nice 50 pip trade. However, if you take a look at the 55 and the 10 EMA, you'll notice that they're pointing to the upside. The other concern is that the 10 EMA is not caught up with the current price action. So we're gonna wait. Again, this is a trade that we're gonna wait for London. Okay, we need the London Open here. Let's take a look at the Euro Aussie. Euro Aussie is just absolutely a disaster. You can't get no more of an ugly chart than this. There's nothing going on here, folks. We need this to come back up to resistance at 1.5523, and we'll sell it, and we'll take profit at 1.5457. There's no way I'm going to take this trade where it's currently at, and I'm not going to do anything. We've got indecision candles where it's currently at, and it can give you a sell opportunity, but I'd rather this come back up to this 55.23 area or 54.95 area, and we can sell this. But I don't like what's in left of the chart. So if you look left of the chart, you can see all this price action that's going on, and we really don't want to see that, right? This is pretty ugly, to be honest with you. Yes, this is an ugly chart in Bill's world. This is an ugly chart. Okay. All right, let's take a look at the euro yen. Pretty sideways, not a lot going on. Didn't do anything yesterday. I'd like to see this pull back and get up to this 123.80 area, and we'll sell it all the way down to 122.29. This is just like hanging out here. But this is bearish, and I like that the 10 EMA is above price, but now we're stuck between the 10 EMA and the 55 EMA, which is the blue line, and the daily pivot point. So I need this to come back up, and then we can get in this and take this down. So when we enter this daily pivot point, we know we're going to get a bounce there, but I don't think we're going to get a big bounce. I think it's going to be pretty light. And the issue here is the yen. Okay, the issue here is the yen, and their BOJ Governor Kuroda has not spoken in the last couple of days. However, Prime Minister Abe has spoken, and his assistant has spoken about their tax hike, and they're looking at postponing it over 2 years. But nothing's official yet. We're going on 2 weeks of talk about they're going to delay their tax hike, and like nobody's made an official announcement yet. So all the data the data gurus out there keep talking about this, and nothing's going on, and it just keeps taking this yen and just makes it stronger and stronger. And I'm bearish in this. I want to sell this, folks. I want to sell this, and that's what I'm looking for. But you have to keep an eye on the data that's coming out of Prime Minister Abe and BOJ Governor Kuroda. And we expect that we're going to hear more today as the day moves forward. So again, this is nothing we're going to do as we would normally do in Asia, but we're not going to do anything here until London open. Traders, let's take a look at the New Zealand dollar. New Zealand dollar is pretty sluggish. Not a lot going on here. We have a red candle at the R1 pivot point. I really want this to get up to the 200. I don't want to take this. I'm not going to take this trade. It's not that I don't want to. I'm not going to take this trade. Of course, we're trading right into support. We have a 55 EMA, a 10 EMA, and a daily pivot. And the two EMAs, exponential moving averages, are pointing to the upside. So I'm not real keen on selling this at this price level. So I need to get up to the 0.6722. We'll get out of 0.6690, and that'll be great, right? Nice 50 pip trade. Simple, simple, simple. However, we don't want to do anything now. We're not at a price that we want to take action. So again, this is another trade that we would normally take in Asia, but we're going to again wait for the London open. Traders, I can't believe it. I'm actually 2 minutes early today. Traders, on behalf of myself, William Gilday, and our great friends at FXCL Excellence in Trading, I want to thank you for being with me on a Tuesday, the end of May. Yes, it's our last day of May 31st, 2016. Traders, please come visit our website at fxclearing.com for your trading solutions. You can open up a live account, a demo account. You can even get into binary options if you'd like to. We have a beautiful platform for that also. Traders, take care now, and we'll speak to you in about 24 hours. Take care, traders. Bye-bye.